Welcome back. The governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, has faulted the presidential candidate of his party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, for not reaching out to commiserate with him over the recent explosion in Ibadan. The governor expressed his regret while praising the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, who visited him at the government house in Ibadan to condole him on the January 16 explosion that killed about 5 persons and destroyed several properties. Makinde stated that while 2 of the other main contenders in the February 2023 presidential election, including President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) and Obi, have reached out to him, Atiku is yet to call or text him over the incident. And now we have a video to show where Makinde was actually talking about this.
For people to live in, for people to live in. It's perhaps that allows such to happen have been looked into. I'm particularly grateful because the president called me. You have 3 musketeers that went for that election. The president has reached out to me. You have reached out to me. But my own party candidate, not even a call or a text message. I mean, I'm saying it openly so that our leaders will know that you have time for politics, you have time for governance, and you have time for humanity. So we want to say thank you so much, and we appreciate this visit. So thank you.
All right, that is the video clip from the visitation of Peter Obi to Makinde. And I want to ask Mr. Lawal, listening to what Mr. Seyi Makinde of Oyo State said, he made mention of a time for politics, time for governance, and time for humanities. What do you make of that statement as regards what he's talking about when he made mention of Atiku Abubakar not reaching out to him?
Actually, I think both of them, Atiku and Makinde, actually, and let me use the word grooved. You get? Because it is said that you don't wash all your dirty linings in the sun, so that people will not make a jest of you.
What if you need to wash to be clean? What
Then,
if you need to wash to be clean?
Then you have to accept the shame.
Oh no, just
No, it's
joking.
true. You have to accept the shame. If you are ready to accept the shame, then you go ahead with it. So
Okay.
if they insult you in future about it, you don't have to get angry because you are the one that made it that way.
Okay.
Now, I expected him, naturally, I expected Atiku to have called. So he acted irresponsibly. Or maybe he's getting very slow these days. I don't know why. Maybe the brain is not as fast as before. So he's still thinking about it. But I expected Makinde, you get it, to have, put a call to him that, sir, you are like a father to us now, and I expected you to have. So why didn't you? Is there anything the matter? You get it? Would have been.
All right then. Let's bring John Akirile into this conversation. John Akirile is a Nigerian in diaspora, also a political enthusiast and a one-time farmer. Well, John, this is the political aspect here. That's what we need you for. So, welcome to this conversation. Good morning to you. Some would say, can Seyi Makinde truly consider Atiku a leader of his party, seeing that he was member of the G5 and you know what the G5 did, how the G5 treated the PDP and Atiku in the just concluded elections?
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning to you and everybody in the studio. Good morning to all of our viewers all over the globe. Moses, I think this politics in Nigeria, you must understand the politicking aspect of it before you can be called a guru. And what we are seeing is that Atiku, as an elder statesman that I will call him, must have shown his own solidarity with Makinde via his X platform. That's the Twitter platform.
Yeah.
And that was a long time ago.
The next
But
day,
in
he
terms
did it
of
the next day.
phone call, in terms of physical visitation, that must not have come, you know. And most people or politicians believe that physical visits, you know, shows more support and it carries larger weight as to mere press release or press statement. And so it's expected of Atiku Abubakar as a viable opposition and as a good leader, you know, to be seen even when the followers are not down to his stool most of the time. And that's why Yorùbá will always say that àgbàlagbà máa ń gbà ni, you know. If you're a leader indeed, you should have a large heart, you know, to accommodate people even when they make mistakes or when they go wrong. And that's what you have seen in the case of Peter Obi, who, despite the fact that Peter Obi knew that they worked against him during the last election, or your state was not delivered, you know, and Benue was delivered, Otto, but other places were not delivered. So what do you say in that regard to them? You know?
All
So
right,
in
then.
that case, I don't think that they have done the right thing. But then the people should lead.
Okay.
right.
I'm still going to stay with you, Mr. John.
Okay.
Sheyi Makinde did mention that the president have reached out to him, and Peter will be also doing the same. Now, how do you think this would affect the dynamics of the coming election, owing to the fact that you just mentioned that Oyo State did not deliver when it comes to the party? Now, the question would now be, how do you think this will change the dynamics of the coming election in that particular state?
I think what will change the dynamics in that political space of that state is the welfareism of the people. And even though politics will come and politicking will come as well, but I think the people of Oyo State can see clearly now if they're actually getting the dividend of democracy from Makinde himself as a governor. And also, if they have been expressing renewed hope in their own quarters as a section of the Southwest, which is also a section of the larger Nigeria. And so if you are looking at that, Nigerians now are weighing options based on, they've seen that ethnicity and religiosity will not take us anywhere. And I think Nigerians have seen it clearly now. The handwriting is even the blind in Nigeria can see the handwriting on the wall, that the renewed hope is not renewing anything. And now that we should all come together, just like if you see the Nigeria match against Cameroon, you saw the jubilation when the second goal came in. You saw jubilation among the team. In that team, you have people from the Hausa, the Igbos, and the Yorubas. And when it was time to score, nobody was, shooting the goal from the next person. They had to give the pass to the next person, either it's from a Yoruba man or an Igbo man. But the end thing is that we wanted a goal, and that goal, took us to the next stage. And that is what I want Nigerians to take a clue from. That when we are choosing leadership, choose leadership based on somebody who you feel has a treasure that can solve solutions, that can come with creative ways of, alleviating our poverty and our problems, giving us creative solutions that can withstand the test of time and put us in a rightful position. Just recently, some people were complaining that they were denied entry into Cote d'Ivoire, even with ECOWAS passport. That will show to you that when we talk about leadership of Nigeria, it goes beyond the shores of Nigeria. It's a leadership for Africa. And if truly we are giants of Africa, and other smaller countries that are not even up to Borno states, are not even agreeing to the treaty that was signed on the ECOWAS ground, then it shows to you that as a leader, as a giant of Africa, we are not giant anywhere, we are failed. And that's why leadership at home for us is more critical, because it goes beyond Nigeria. It's for the whole of Africa. And once Nigeria gets it right, Africa will get it right. So for me, it's about what people say. If their life better, is the minimum wage increased? Can the minimum wage give them a good livelihood in terms of their daily bread, month in, month out? Can it give them good health care? Can it give them improved education? Can it give them good access to even pipe-borne water to start off? So these are some of the parameters that people will be looking out for to say if their life is better under Sheyi Makinde either is a PDP governor or under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, either is a APC president. But in all, Nigerians will decide for themselves.
And Mr. John, when you were talking, you made mention of the people, and this issue that happened in, I'm talking about the issue of the explosion, and the people that visited or called Makinde actually sparked some reaction, and people have the opinion that Makinde is being, entitled. He's having this entitlement mentality when he was talking about Atiku Abubakar not coming to visit him personally or calling him personally after sending a message the next day on X. And then this, when you're talking about the people, do you think this statement of some people as regards the mentality thing, that's the entitlement thing that you're talking about, do you think it holds water as regards what we're talking about this morning?
I do not think he holds water. If you ask me, what I think is very, very simple. When Nigeria, we are a country, we are a people where we have attachment to so many things, and we read meaning to body languages. But in other part of the world, it doesn't work that way. Okay? If Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, is being in Oyo State and they don't visit the governor, we can, say, oh, he has not reached out to the governor. But in this case, nobody even knows where Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is presently. Maybe he's in the country or not in the country. And for him to have sent a message on X actually shows that, he's showing his solidarity. But what Makinde is telling you is, I'm a governor in PDP. Atiku Abubakar Alhaji is an elder statesman in PDP. All right? And is like a father figure to all PDP members, even to all sitting governors and House of Assembly members. And so if any of the PDP members is having an issue, they should look at the issue that have gone in politicking time or electionary time. They should keep that behind and then move forward. That's what Makinde is saying. And that he expected that someone like Atiku Abubakar should have reached out to him personally, to commiserate with him and then to show solidarity with him. But if Alhaji Atiku Abubakar did not do that, I think what is more important and the more question people are asking of Oyo State is, how come such an explosion can happen in Oyo State when it's not Gaza? Even Palestine, I don't think they have that kind of, explosion in their own region. Despite the fact that they have so many missiles thrown at them. But that brings us to a critical question that we are not answering. And that's what I want to talk about. And it's a question that, how come you have such tools or dynamite, so to say, in such a region? Who are those who give approval for them to have such, substances in a residential area? First, who are those people who are behind these things? Why did they get their license? Who gave the approval? This shows to you, again, the lackadaisical attitude of our government and how they have failed the people over and over again. So I would have expected a very thorough investigation as to where did the approval, which office did they emanate for? Who was the person that signed the approval for them to go into that mining? And by the time we start fishing out all of these things and they're answering questions, then we can now say that we are putting the country on the right track. But doing all of these things and taking it as normal, is something that Nigerians will be very, very angry about. So many people have lost their lives, so many people have died, but I'm not against that. Even if they have died, what we should look at is what happened. How did it happen? How can we learn from what has happened to prevent future occurrence from happening again? Because how many more houses do we know that you have these foreigners who are mining either legally or illegally, who have kept so many of such substances in the residential area, and then you keep hearing area of explosions, and then we start having different kind of conspiracy theory. Oh, the X-Men are in the southwest. Oh, they want to take over the southwest. But we should ask ourselves these fundamental questions: who gave approval, and how come that these things are kept in residential area? What is the purpose? Are they taking it out of the country, or are they selling to other people? How sure are we that these people also are not some of those ones who are even aiding in security in the country by selling all of these things to them?
All right. Questions.
You understand? Those are questions that we should be asking.
Loads of questions there to be asked and begging for answers, really. But let me come to you now, Ekundayo. Now, yes, Nigerians are asking questions, and Nigerians are waiting to see the perpetrators or those involved to be brought to book. Because I mean, when an investigation was carried out, Nigerians discovered that the miners, the company that brought the miners in had a lot of foreign names there. So Nigerians are waiting to have these foreign names published and let's have them. You know, if that would alleviate the fears of Nigerians and let them know, okay, this is not some insurgency kind of thing. Yeah. But let's bring it back to the politicking aspect now. The politicking aspect, talking about the PDP, the flag bearer of the PDP, not showing enough concern, because he did show concern by putting out a tweet on X, but not showing enough concern. Now, how does this really relate to the position of the PDP as a party? I would like you to juxtapose this with recent events in Rivers State, where the PDP in Rivers State is crumbling. All right? State assembly members moved from the PDP to the APC, and we did not hear national chairman of the PDP say something. We did not hear the flag bearer Atiku Abubakar of the PDP say something. You know, and things are happening in the PDP that seems like it's degenerating the position of the party. But we are not hearing the relevant authorities in the PDP try to hold the party together.
You see, when we're talking about that Fubara case, I told you that it is not the call of the president. There are elder statesmen, there are PDP elder statesmen that are supposed to come in. Even if the president wants to be involved, supposed to just make a call to the elder statesmen in the state and talk to them so that they can resolve the crisis. He jumped into it. Now, in Oyo now, that PDP leadership is automatically creating future problem for PDP. Because the people who are listening, the opposition will use it against them very soon. In fact, they will use it against Atiku as a person. In fact, they will use it against him even in the party that he is. So he's going to face a lot of backlash because of this. Because the moment people begin to complain about you, some people who don't want you in the leadership begin to use that as they weaponize it against you. Even if you are in UK, even if you are on the moon, you get. Look at what Makinde was saying. No phone call, no visitation. The opposition made a phone call at least. You could have done better because Atiku has political advisors. He has many political advisors who speak to him about the happenings. Now, they could have advised him that
John did say something.
Even if he appeared there, it's going to boost his morale. You even go there and visit the area.
Mr. Akerele did say something. He pointed out to the fact that there is a possibility that Atiku probably isn't even in Nigeria. And he has a right to be or not to be.
Excuse me,
Excuse me, please.
Okay.
He has a right to be or not to be. If he chooses to travel, to do whatever, I mean, he's a private individual, so he can. And if let's just assume that this happened when he wasn't in the country, should he fly down just to commiserate? Or are there no mechanism in the party that would enable certain individuals in the party to go on behalf of the party, on behalf of the PDP, to commiserate with a fellow party man?
Now,
shouldn't that be what should be done?
And the last speaker used football as an example. You get it? You have a technical advisor. You have the coach. They watch the match. They see what the opponents are doing to win the match, to undermine their team. That's why they make changes. That's why they shout. They shout up to the level in which some of them are even giving red card. You get it? Now, you have advisors. You want to win that state. You are not going to vote for yourself. The moment you are contesting, you are no more yourself. You belong to the people. You get it? If you are contesting an election, or you have contested an election you want to contest again, you are no more yourself. You belong to the people. You know why? Because people will be assessing you, you need their vote. So you need to be listening to the body language of your opponent to be able to be ahead. Because you are going to use that, or they will use it against you. That is why it is called a game. Now, he has advisors. Not a single person from PDP has gone to Makinde to visit him. Are you showing the opponents that you are not having an agreement? You are telling them that you have a conflict in your midst. You're already exposing yourself out, and they will use that as an opportunity. I said them to have come, you get it, send a delegate to come and visit Makinde and even take time to go to that area and speak. When you are speaking, people listen to you and see that you care, you have empathy, and then you use it in your own election. Now, Makinde has said it now, that even the opponent, the opposition, is more empathetic than their own. So who do you think the people will listen to when they come and both of them begin to use their political ideology around what has happened? People were killed, so many people were affected. We know it's the problem of the federal government, but the federal, you that's supposed to make use of it, you went to sit down. Even if you are on the moon, you could make a phone call and then you could set up a delegate to go and visit him on your behalf. Can't you do that? We know when there are conferences and you invite presidents, he may not be able to come. He will send delegates that will come on his behalf.
All right. Let me throw this question to John Akerele now. John, same question really. This action by, or inaction as the case is now, by Atiku and stakeholders in the PDP not showing empathy with a fellow party man. How do you think this affects the position of the PDP in forthcoming elections? Also, relating it to recent events in Rivers State.
Thank you very much. I think PDP should understand that they are like the oldest party in Africa, and they have a legacy that they should stand on. And if you look at the last electioneering year, it was really not a very good outing for PDP. And I was thinking that the PDP leadership, the members and the stakeholders would have sat down after 2023 election results, after the Supreme Court, judgment and verdict, give a review of the party and ask themselves critical questions. How did we fail in this election? What are the factors that made us fail? And how can we start reconciliatory processes? How can we start the healing processes? How can we start building back bridges that have been, destroyed due to electioneering? But so it's so sad that they've not even got the leadership right, and everything is in disarray. And a house that cannot stand for itself, it shows that the house is even defeated, even from within. So the enemy from without just have little effort to put in to bring out the house, because the house already is divided. And I think that is not really good for them. It's not really good for our democracy. Why? Because we don't really have vibrant opposition. I'm looking forward to a political system in Nigeria where we can have 2, 3, 4, 5 vibrant opposition, and then people can start campaigning based on ideologies and policies, and not based on I'll build road, I'll give you a bag of rice, I'll give you 2 cups of rice, I'll give you light. We want good ideology campaign. And so for me, I think PDP should know that they are Agbalagba. If other Labour Party can be disorganized, then what about PDP that have been there since time immemorial? I think the PDP came with Nigeria. They got independent at the same time too. If not, they were one of the foremost political parties that was formed then in our political era. And so if going back to the past and looking at where PDP is now, can we really say that it's a party that somebody can be proud of? When your political members go out of way, there's no consequences, there are no measures of discipline. And so PDP is seen as a place where you can do whatever you want to do. And that for me is not really a good option for Nigerians. So people are looking for viable oppositions and viable options that they can do. But in all, it's the people that will still suffer it, because either they vote for Atiku Abubakar or they vote for Makinde. Somebody will become the governor, somebody will become the president. And whoever becomes the president or the governor, the people will bear the brunt of the consequence of their actions and inaction as well, either good or bad.
All right, thank you so very much. Now, your final thoughts on this particular topic as we wrap up on this topic. But then, before you lay that, in fairness to the PDP as well, the Governors Forum under PDP has come out to make a statement, not just now, even after the incident. So they've come out, they've condoled with the people of Oyo State, spoken to the governor, and of course, the governors in the party is a good representation for the party as well. But then, let's have your final thoughts. And what should the people do at this time? Because it concerns the people in the very end.
Like he said, we need vibrant opposition parties to be able to have a vibrant democracy. Now, I am saying it, Atiku has grooved. And I believe if he's listening to this program, I'll give him one advice as my concluding thought. Make a turnaround. Make a statement, oh, I was not available, I was not around, I have a plan to come, I am coming. Come to that place. Come to Oyo State. Make a solidarity visitation. Go to those places, that place that thing has happened. Speak to the people there. And if you have anything you can donate, donate it publicly so that people can see that it was not intentional. And then you can have your glory back. That is my concluding.
You don't think that's messing after that?
Yeah, like that. Wouldn't that become another statement of politics?
See,
Politics. Because that's what he's
let me tell you
So
something.
that to look more like
Let me tell
Makinde
you
called you
something.
out and
And
you
then you're
think.
coming out, you know.
Let me tell you something. If you step on somebody, the person will look at you, is not happy with it, and is expecting you to apologize. He doesn't want you to come and rob or put rob or give him whatever paracetamol on that level, but he just wants you to show that empathy to do a turnaround. That is all.
All right.
At the moment. But so now we know that the people who are not happy with what he has done by now, even the governor is not happy, and is already having an issue with the people. If he doesn't do that turnaround, the day he's going to visit that state, you know, your state, they are very, very, you know, radical people. They are radical people. They can stone him. You get it? So if you make a turnaround now, apologize to people, take 1 or 2, 3 persons or 6 persons from the PDP leadership or 1 or 2 governors, go to that state, visit them, donate whatever you want to donate for them, apologize, and go. In fact, you will have set the ball rolling again.
All right, then. Thank you
And
very
then
much.
on a lighter note, you just use an analysis. If you step on someone, the person will just look at you. In the world of no grief for anybody, if you step on me.
All right, then. That is on your screen is the statement by Atiku published on X platform, and it reads, "I wish to express my condolences to the good people of and government of Oyo State over the explosion that rocked the capital city of Ibadan late yesterday night." Yes, this was a day after the incident.
Yeah.
He says, while the government continues to provide humanitarian support to victims of the explosion, I commiserate with the families of those who might have lost their lives and property to the explosion. AA Atiku Abubakar. Oh well.
There are some time evidence and date
I
evidence.
guess Makinde wants a whole lot more than a message on social media.
Yeah.
He wants his presence. Some would say that's an act of guilt, actually. He's feeling, okay, because I didn't work for you, is that why you're not coming to commensurate with me? Anyway, let's move away from that. Let's go into another talking point. John, would like for you to stay with us as we go into another talking point. Now, a former speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, alongside 2 other principal career officers of the Assembly, have been arraigned before a federal high court. Also, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has concluded plans to probe the immediate past governor of Kogi State for alleged fraud and corrupt practices he was involved in during his 8-year tenure. Let's talk about this when we return. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.